Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my weekly predictions and analysis for Dow Jones and Nasdaq 100. Last week, a good week as expected. All the targets achieved. Now what is going to happen this week? We will look with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. We'll try to find out the entries, the targets and the take profits as well. I am going to tell you within a few minutes from now. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Those who are new to the channel, let me share that I share my daily update for Dow Jones and Nasdaq twice a day, one with the Asia cash session and one with the US cash session. That these videos also include other index as well, including FTSE 100, Germany 40 and India index, and commodities including gold, silver and oil and natural gas. So please subscribe the channel and please share it across to the max and press the bell icon. Now let's start the day with US 100 first. Before I go forward to the daily and weekly charts, first let's have a look at the monthly candle here, and the month is almost first half is gone and the second half is about to begin here. Now you can look at the monthly candle here. See, the highs here are almost well aligned. Previous two candles were almost forming the symmetry here. Now you can see how beautifully the pull is towards downside, though despite there was a retracement. Now the pull is towards downside. How high, how low it could go on the downside? You can very clearly see that 13,000 is the support, which if it continues to drop, it may try to achieve in the month of April itself. However, why it cannot achieve that, I will tell you once we come back to the indicators. But right now on the monthly chart, it appears that previous week was a minor retracement and now the pullback, previous month was a minor retracement and now the pullback is again towards on the downside. As I had told many a times that I am bearish for the short term on indexes and bullish on commodities. When I say short term and mid term, it may be 6 months or 1 year, but I am bearish and there is a lot much to cover on the downside. As I have told previously, see, this is the zone which it is already achieved. Now the next support zone is at around 11,000 levels. Now also look at this, it has to cover lot much of ground since this rally has begun. Where could this end? This can go till towards 11,000, and if you believe me and trust me, it has a lot much to cover in the near run. Everything which goes up has to come down, that is a rule. But how far this could come, the retracement could bring it towards 11,000 levels at least somewhere in this year or next year. But yes, this will get achieved. So it is trading in the same fashion. Right now it is acting bearish. There is lot much ground to cover for this month also. It may try to close the month at around these levels if it fails to bounce back. Also look at this, see here at 14,300 very strong support exists. Probably it may try to, see, this is the pullback level that it can, even if it tries to drop, it may try to come back again to this level and close this candle at par with the previous two candles. So if you see the previous two candles, almost flat, almost same opening, same closing, that is, and in fact this candle also almost same opening out there. And now we will wait for the closing, and hence if it tries to drop, it may try to come back again till towards these levels. So I'll be watchful of that. So this is the beauty of the monthly charts. Now let's have a look at the weekly charts out there. On the weekly charts, very clearly, first, so this is the channel in which it is trying to trade. It has seen the highs 15,200, now trading with a drop. Continuous last 2 weeks we have seen a sharp drop, almost we have seen it correcting 8%, more than 8%. Now what could happen this week? Now look at this, this is just second green candle. See, drop, retracement, and now back to the drop. So probably if it tries to, one thing, that if it opens flat and trades in red, probably the drop may continue, and this time the drop may be sharp enough to take it directly towards 13,400, and once it drops below 13,400, it will land to 13,000. So it may try to do it in quick succession, such that the bounce back also can happen. And it, again, as I said, from the monthly candle we can see that it can come back towards 14,300 and then continue the drop next month. That is very much possible. So it appears that we may see a sharp drop in quick succession such that it can achieve 13,500, 13,400, and then below the levels also. Also, because this is the second red candle, we can expect that the third red candle must appear. So yes, for next week till the time it remains below 14,000, one can remain short. Don't go short once it is above 14,000 levels. Why I am saying so, I will show you once we touch base upon the indicators. Now look at this on the weekly charts also. Even if it tries to retrace, crosses 14,000 and trades above 14,000 level, one can expect that we may see again 14,500 and then plus levels also on the upside. So this is what is the observation here. And if it continues to drop, see, there are sharper moves and there are slightly lower slopes. So probably if it continues to drop, the first target could be at around 13,450, then 13,200, and then 12,950 will come into picture if it continues to drop in same fashion. And if you don't see it trading above 14,000 level, above 14,000, 14,300, very strong resistance, then we may see it heading towards 14,800 levels also. So this is what we can see on the weekly charts. On the weekly charts also, on the long term, what we can see, I have told you previously also that it may try to achieve this zone. Now this zone is pending, which is lying at around almost at around 12,500 levels. So this may get achieved later sometime, and then here it will try to come back this zone at 11,000. I'll be looking forward to that in near future, maybe 6 months, 1 year down the line, we may see it coming till towards these levels. Now coming back to the daily charts. Now look at the daily charts. So yes, there is a technical glitch and some candles are missing. However, it doesn't refrain us from not analyzing it well. So this was the downtrend, a retracement, and now again looking forward to a downtrend. Now look at the near term charts here. First of all, ignore this candle. This is again a technical glitch here. Yes, there is a definite support at 13,880, which it is trying to get. And from here, if you see it trading anytime above 14,300, first thing is 14,000, trading above 14,000, one can go long. Then you can expect 14,180 and 14,300 levels, providing a stronger resistance. Beyond that, we may see a sharper rise. LC, this was the zone, and after this, if it tries to open with a drop, if it tries to open and open below the previous closing, then definitely one can expect that it is going to head directly towards 13,500 and 13,300 zone. Below that, we may see a sharper drop towards 13,000 and 12,950 levels also. Now see, broadly we have seen with the help of candlestick charts what could be expected. Let's have a look at the indicators. Now why the drop could be sharp and why it can reverse, that's what we will try to look into. Look at the indicators here. First, couple of observations. See, 100 period moving average lying here at around 14,600. Now there is a crossover between the 20 and 50 period moving average here. Now the 20 period moving average is lying at around 14,500 and the 50 period moving average at around 14,200 levels, rather 14,100 levels. So in near term, it is below the 20 period moving average is more than 50 period moving average. There is a crossover which has happened. So in near term, it is little bullish than what we have seen in the near past, that is 50 days. But at the same time, trading below all these moving average, that is 20 period moving average, 50 period moving average, 100 period moving average, indicative of that markets are bearish. Why? The trading levels are below the average trading levels of last 20 days, last 50 days and last 100. So these are the levels for last 3 months we have not seen, rather we'll say these are the low levels from the average of last 3 months or 100 days. So indicative of bearishness. However, it is trading at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands and probably the Bollinger Bands has to expand a bit. That is why we can expect a little volatile trade. Also look at the stochastic, it was overbought here, and from overbought zones I had given a shout that it is overbought and may see a drop. It is dropped. Now again try to retrace back a bit. However, it is again oversold. So from here it may try to retrace back again on the upside. However, first thing is that probably next 2 to 3 days we may see a sharper drop which it can sustain in these levels, and then the retracement may happen. That is why I say in next 2 to 3 days we may see a sharper drop on US100 where it tries to achieve 13,400, 13,200 and 12,950 levels also, and then retrace back on the last week of this month. Now look at the MACD. MACD crossed over white divergent and is still on sell. RSI not showing any symptom here. And if you look at the weekly chart, similarly on the weekly charts, here is the 20 and 50 week average at 15,000 and the 100 week average at around 13,400. So breaking this, it will enter into bearish territory. So last 100 weeks trading average is at around 13,400. So almost 2 years average it will break and it will trade in red. That is what we can see. It is overbought on the weekly charts and MACD is still on sell on the weekly charts, indicative of bearishness. RSI not showing anything. Considering this, let me give you the trading levels for next week. First, let's talk about where to go long. So if you see it trading above 14,033, you can go long here. Only long entry is above 14,000 level. Then you can expect 14,180, 14,300. And if this is taken, 14,300 is taken any point of time next week, you can expect it to head till towards 14,600 directly. It is rather 14,620 and then 14,810 will be on cards. I'll be watchful. I am still bearish. I'll not recommend you to take or keep your long positions. Any rise is a good level to go short. Now on the downside, on the contrary, if you see it just trading below 13,800, if it trades below this 13,800, the next target is 13,650, 13,450 and then 13,200. This may happen in quick succession. It may try to breach the previous lows and can try to hit 12,950 levels also. If it drops, this drop will happen very quickly. It may try to drop sharp. It may try to achieve these levels. And in fact, for next couple of days itself, we may see a good drop and then a bounce back may happen later this week. So this is my expectation from US100 to perform in this fashion. Take your positions accordingly. Always keep shifting your stop loss. Always trade as per the levels. And see, if you also want to learn such strategies, you can be part of my mentorship batch. The 15-day session definitely will help you become a better and professional and profitable trader. That is the first thing. And don't be the one who first loses in market and then invest in learning. Investment in learning is for life, and then you can reap the profits for lifetime. So take your positions accordingly. Also, you can be part of my VIP signals where you can just trade as per the levels I provide. So reach out to me via Telegram or email. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the description. Now let's have a look at US30. Now look at US30, and there are certain important things to observe before we come back to the daily charts. Let's have a look at the monthly candle here. So monthly candle again falling back in this channel, and it is trading in this channel very much. There is a support at around 32,500 400, but this time if it breaks, it can go till towards 30. It can in fact break 32,000 levels and below, but whether this will happen in the month of April or not, we'll look here. But look at the near term last two candles. Lower highs is what we can see. And yes, there is a resistance at 34,000, which if it breaks 34,000 and 33,800 levels, which if it breaks, we may see a sharper drop, which will again try to take it towards 32,500 levels or so. And yes, if you recall, I had told many a times that the next target for US30 is in this zone. How far this could go? First, it may try to come back till towards 28,000 to 30,000 levels. I'll be looking forward for US30 to achieve 28,000 to 30,000 levels in near term. When I say near term, it may be 3 months to 6 months, and a short term can be very much at around 1 year levels. Probably we may be seeing US30 in this zone soon or later. So this is what firstly we can see on the monthly charts, and yes, we have seen that the 34,000 and 33,800 levels are going to remain of importance for US30 for any further drop. Now let's have a look at the weekly charts out there. Now weekly charts are beautifully positioned. First thing is, see, the body size is consistently increasing. Now it is expected that we may see a sharper red candle which will try to take it towards 33,000 levels. My expectation, we may see a sharper drop both in US100 and US30, and we may see a sharper correction this time. This time the drop can be sharp enough so that the bounce back cannot happen again. Now look at this. See, it will bounce back, but the drop has to happen. That is what is the expectation. If and only if, the condition is if and only if it trades below 34,800 levels. If it breaks 34,800 level, consider this as a sign of reversal and markets entering into bullish zone again. So till the time it remains below 34,800, one can expect that it may continue to drop. Now look at the weekly charts here. This is the zone which it has to cover up. See, this was the rise, and after this rally has been covered. Now it has to come back and strike this zone at 30,000 levels. So it will try to come back between 28 to 30,000 levels sooner or later, and then from there we'll see how it behaves. Maybe every building has to come back, but yes, still I will not be making it more bearish. However, right now it appears that we may see a good drop till the time it remains below 34,800 levels. Now coming back to the daily charts. Look at the daily charts. Bearish channel it is trading in. Retracement, highs have been done, and you can see after this highs, probably now looking forward to a drop from here. The consolidation phase is over, and yes, if you see it trading below this zone at 34,200, probably we may be 34,000 is again a support. Then it will directly land towards 33,000 and 32,500 levels. So the drop could be very sharp this time. So I'll be cautious of that. See the last two candles. Highs have been seen and how beautifully it has been pulled back. So it opens low, it opens below the previous close. We may be seeing it coming back till towards 34,200, 34,150, the first target, and then below that we may see a sharper drop. This time the drop could be very sharp. So take your positions according. But see, this is only the observation with the help of candlestick charts. Whether the indicators are suggesting the same, let's have a look here. Look at the indicators on the daily charts here. On the daily charts, see, first this is the 100 period moving average, this is the 20 period moving average, this is simple exponential, both moving averages here, and a 50 period moving average lying somewhere here. But see, this zone at 34,400 is important. If you see US 30 breaking 34,400 next week, just go short there. The first target is going to be towards 34,150 levels. This is going to be the first target, and below that we may see a sharper drop. Remember, the Bollinger Band's bandwidth has to expand, and we have to see a sharper long candle or volatile trades for it to sustain the or increase the Bollinger Bandwidth. That is what can be seen. Stochastic trading at comfort zone, neither overbought nor oversold. It can take a decided direction. MACD running parallel, still it can drop or rise both ways. If it tries to rise, if it probably tries to converge and crossover to a buy side, that is very much possible, and the drop may increase its bandwidth, and this divergence may increase. Both things are very much possible here. So now let's have a look at the weekly charts. On the weekly charts also, the resistance at around 35,000, very strong resistance. Overbought on stochastic. MACD is still trading in sell side, so I'll be cautious before taking a position here. And so now let me give you the trading levels for next. First, let's talk about the levels to go long. So one can go long once you see it trading above 34,650 levels. Then the next target is 34,800. And if it breaks this, then the next target is 35,000. Any rise beyond 35,000 will make it rocket, will make it rise strongly, then the target is directly towards 35,400 and plus levels. Above that, sky is the limit. I am skeptical, I am still bearish, but I'll be watchful. I'll be only trading as per levels rather than with the bias here. On the downside, if you see it trading just below 34,400, if it breaks, just remain short on US30. It may give you a sharper drop. The target is towards 34,150. It can try to achieve this target soon, and then it will try to drop towards 33,950, then 33,700. See, I have got a downside which is very wide. It can drop till towards 33,200 and 32,950. This time the drop could be very sharp. If it trades below this level, one can remain short. Below 32,950, the target is towards 31,900 level. Oh, sorry, 32,500 levels. The first target. I have gone too bearish, but yes, this can be achieved this week itself. It can be a sharper correction if it continues to trade below 34,400 levels. So take your positions accordingly, and don't forget to shift your stop loss always to your cost price. Once it is at your cost price, at least you are safe, your capital is preserved, and then you can just reap the profits. And once every level is achieved, you can close your trade and expect it to retrace back a bit on the opposite direction, and then take a entry again when you see it moving in your direction. So this is how you can reap good profits from the market, and many such simpler strategies will help you become a profitable trader. Yes, many such strategies have been taught in my mentorship course. The next batch will be starting in on the month of May. 9th of the May, we will be starting the next batch. You can be part of this 15 days mentorship course, and definitely you can be profitable, proficient and efficient trader. So first, invest in your learning. Also, you can be part of my VIP signals group, where trading as per the signals will make you become an efficient trader. So yes, join the free Telegram channel. The links are mentioned in the description to keep yourself updated. And if you have any trading or trading related queries, you can reach out to me directly, either via Telegram or via email. Both the links are mentioned in the description. So this is all from my side. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.